Once upon a time, there was an old monastery on the outskirts of a town. Many young boys who wanted to study Buddhism would come to live in the monastery and learn from the Zen master. One day, Master decided to test his students. So, he gathered all young boys around him and said, "My dear students, as you can see, I am growing old now. That's why now I am not able to raise enough money for the expenses of the monastery. I have never taught you to work for money, but we need money to keep running the school, and to keep running the school we need to raise funds." Students drew close to the master with their eyes wide open. Master continued, "As you all know, our nearby city is full of wealthy people. I want all of you to go into city and follow those rich people as they walk through crowded streets. And then no one is looking, absolutely no one is looking, you must steal from them. If you all can do this, then we will have enough money to keep our school alive." All the disciples were stunned after listening to this from their master. They all said in one voice, "Master, you have taught us that it is wrong to steal from anyone." Master replied, "Yes, indeed, I have. It would be wrong to steal if it was not absolutely necessary. And remember, you must not be seen by anyone while stealing. If anyone, just anyone, can see you, you must not steal. Do you understand?" Said Master. "Yes, Master," students replied, but they were nervously looking at each other. They were thinking what has happened to their master. Why he is telling them to steal from people, but no one could say anything. Then the master said, "Now go and remember, you must not be seen while stealing." Slowly young boys started to get up and quietly began to go out of the monastery. Master also got up and watched them go. When Master turned back, he saw one student still standing quietly in the corner of a room. "Why did you not go with others? Don't you want to save our school?" asked the master. "I do," the disciple replied calmly. "But you said that we had to steal without being seen, and there is no place on earth. No work in the world that can be done without seeing, if no one can see me. Then at least I would always see myself. Then how can I steal when I am seeing myself?" said the disciple. "Excellent," said the Zen master. "This is a lesson that I hoped everyone to learn, but you were the only one who could see it." Then Master asked him to go and ask everyone else to return to monastery. Student ran out and found his friends who were nervously gathered just at some distance from the monastery and trying to decide what to do when they returned. Master explained them everything, and all of them understood the lesson. If we see it in our lives, we will find that sometimes in our life we do something wrong thinking that no one is watching us. But we forget that no matter what we do, we always have a part of ourselves that is quietly watching over every action and every deed, and that part of ourselves is our inner consciousness. Our inner consciousness is always watching us. It always knows what is right and what is wrong. And if we listen carefully to it, then it can guide us to the right path. When you do something wrong, even by hiding somewhere, still your inner consciousness sees you, and then you do something good. Even then your inner consciousness sees you. Your inner consciousness always witnesses your every deed and every karma many times in our life. We are caught in a dilemma and do not understand what to do in such a situation. If you listen carefully to your inner conscience, then you will come to know what you should do when we do any action or any deed. Our inner conscience tells us in advance whether it is right or wrong. And if we listen carefully to it and do as part of our inner concerns, then we can never do anything wrong. Sometimes you might have experienced that you know that something is wrong, but you still do it and feel regret afterward. And sometimes you know that something is good. And when you do it, you feel happiness afterward. Our inner conscience tells us in advance whether what we are going to do is good or bad. If you start ignoring your conscience, then slowly your inner conscience will stop inspiring you about what is right and what is wrong. In fact, if you just listen to your conscience and follow it, then you don't need any external master to guide your path. If we see in the life of Buddha, we will see that Buddha also attained enlightenment without help of any master. Buddha only continued to practice according to his consigns and kept working on the path of spirituality. And in the end, he attained enlightenment. Similarly, if you just learn to listen to your inner conscience and start following that, then you will also be able to live a true, virtuous, and happy life.